How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having an awesome day. Today we're going to take a look at how I was able to get over 40,000 capital peak points in this last raid weekend. So let's jump into some attacks and see which bases I'm hitting and how I'm taking them out. First on the list, surprisingly, is a Dragon Cliffs. I don't typically attack the Dragon Cliffs, but this was the basic layout, and I got a pretty good setup attack on the base. So we only have the one Super Dragon remaining. So I'm just luring it over into the corner with one of the battle rams. And I'm going to be taken out with two of the Inferno Dragons. Typically, the one Inferno Dragon can usually just barely not take out the Super Dragon. So that's where I like to bring at least one Baby Dragon plus one extra one per Super Dragon alive on the Dragon Cliffs. So now we're just going to be cleaning up the base with the Hog Riders. Now that we've taken out all the bomb towers and such, there's really not too many threats. Biggest threat, honestly, is time. So, as you can see, the Hogs up top, they do die out to the cannon and the Wizard Tower. But luckily we have one Heroic Barbarian on the right-hand side, helping to speed things up. And then we have, I believe, 3 of the Hogs still remaining. Got a couple of buildings left. We do get lucky and get a split, but I think we would have just barely made it anyways. So we get 6,315 points for this attack. Next up, we'll be taking a look at a Golem Quarry. A very nice base to hit. Can be worth a lot of points depending on what is remaining. So you pretty much only have this little pocket in the alcove still remaining. So going in with the ground graveyard spam strategy. Just be trying to distract these rock artilleries as much as possible. Let the giants and the super wizards do their thing. Snipe out any defenses that are starting to target the super wizards with the hogs. You can also stun to help speed things along and help protect the super wizards. As long as the super wizards are still alive, you'll be having a very good time. You can get the full amount of points, plus even on this space we got 495 bonus points just for keeping, I think, about 2/3 of our troops alive. So now we're taking a look at a Builder's Workshop cleanup. This one worth a little bit more, just under 7,000 points. We've got the trio of giant cannons in the back with the X-bow in the center of them all. So we're coming in from the far side, again using the graveyard ground spam strategy. I personally feel it's the best strategy to use all the way up until you're fighting maxed out districts. Once you're fighting maxed out districts, it is a little bit weaker just because the skeletons from the graveyards don't get that much value. So up until that point, I would definitely recommend using it, testing it out, seeing what works for you. But now, as you can see, all the splash damage is down. You do have an interesting Tesla compartment back there, but no match for all those skeletons. So we get the full amount plus another 471, so we got over 7,000 points in that one attack alone, which is crazy. Next up is the Balloon Lagoon. Got 2 of the rock artillery still remaining, so should be pretty easy to take out. You always want to make sure that you're dropping your graveyard spells over the high priority buildings that can take out your army. So in this case, you want to take out the rock artillery because they do some nasty damage to the super wizards. Pretty much nothing else on this base can really hurt super wizards. As long as you have skeletons or giants out in front of them, you should be good. But yeah, once those rock artilleries are down, there's nothing left on this base that can stop this attack. Got the few hogs doing work. Got a decent split on the army, but there's only a couple of defenses remaining. And there you have it. We even get a bonus of 360, which is very, very nice. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at 2 more attacks. One is going to be on another Builder's Workshop. Now these guys, before we get into the attack, these guys are, as you can see, Legends in the top left of the corner. So these guys have very good bases. You'll notice that instead of 2-shotting these bases, I am 3-shotting them and trying to set it up for a bigger hit on the third attack to get more points. But while this base isn't maxed out, they are legends, so they do have decent layouts, very tricky. So you have to be very, very tactical if you're going to try and 2-shot the bases. A lot of times you just have to go for the third hit and call it a day. So here we have a bunch of defenses remaining. We've got the 2 blast bows, got a couple of giant cannons, but we're making sure to spread out all of our troops. We have a few super wizards kind of sprinkled in all over the place, which is nice. Gonna stun up this giant cannon, so it's about to do some really big damage to the giants on that side of the base. We are missing a ram, so we are gonna have to just manually bust through the walls here. Luckily they're pretty low level, and the super wizards can shoot over them. But yeah, we got a very nice base taken out. 6,250 points plus 324. And last on the agenda is a Balloon Lagoon cleanup attack. Got about 6,200 points remaining. But in this case, we have all 4 of the rocket artilleries alive. So I put 2 over on the far left side rocket artillery. I don't want to have that one alive at all as my troops get closer and closer. Got a little kill squad set up for this right hand side. Gonna stun the rocket artillery with a couple of the hog gliders. Then the other 2 packs of hog gliders are meant to stun the central rocket artillery. Does get 1 hit off on the super wizards, and they are all brought down to pretty much 1 HP, which is no good. And of course, as soon as this bomb tower goes down, they will die, most of them from the explosion. Got a couple of them that peeled off to the side, which is nice. But with all those rocket artilleries taken out, there is not a whole lot left on the base. Just the 1 Inferno Tower remaining. And then we have a Troll Tesla all the way in the corner. Seems like a lot of the higher up bases, they like to have 1 Troll Tesla just in case, just to throw people off. But we even got a bonus of 429, so those are all the attacks I did on this account, getting me up to 40,000 points, just barely over. And yeah, I hope this video was helpful. Hopefully you learned a thing or two. Can help better identify bases. I definitely recommend going for bases that have over 6,000 points remaining, but probably under 7,000. That 6,000 to 7,000 is sort of that sweet spot where you can clean up the base, get bonus points, and get a lot of initial points. So if you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Helps me out a bunch. And there are a couple more videos on the screen if you want to keep on watching. Until next time, take care.